Alongside Katie Wyndham, I am Austin Hannon. Welcome to Bama Central's Just a Minute. Katie, Montana Fouts in the Softball World Cup yesterday at some time in Ireland through two scoreless innings, which brings the question to me. Later this year, we're going to figure out if baseball and softball are going to be included in the 2028 Olympics. As the softball reporter for BamaCentral.com, I'd like to know your thoughts on potentially seeing Montana Fouts in an event like that in the future.
Yeah, I may be a little biased, but I think that for sure that the Olympic Committee needs to put baseball and softball back in the Olympics. It was in the 2020 Olympics. It's not in 2024 in Paris, but I think it'd be huge if 2028 in Los Angeles it's back. Last summer, I was at the World Games in Birmingham when softball was there, and the last night for the finals against Japan, I mean, the Hoover Met was packed to the brims. And so obviously there's interest in the United States in the sport of softball. We see it collegially at the Women's College World Series every year. And obviously with an Alabama connection in I guess 5 years now, I think there's a really strong chance Montana Fouts is on the team. There's a pretty good chance Haley McClenny would still be playing softball too. So obviously from an Alabama perspective, it would be cool to see both of them representing Team USA. Haley McClenny did it in the Tokyo Olympics, and they were both on the World Games team last year. And so, and obviously baseball is super popular in America as well. It's America's pastime. So I think having both those sports in the Olympics when it's back in the United States would be huge. But from the baseball perspective, what do you think?
Yeah, it's difficult. I think softball's a no-brainer, just because I think softball needs a bigger platform as it is. I mean, we saw how big it was in the World Games, and we see how many people go crazy for it around, Oklahoma City and stuff like that. So softball's a no-brainer. The only thing about baseball is if we're talking Summer Olympics, that's right in the middle of the MLB season, right? So you wouldn't have probably the majority of those athletes. So you'd either have to take it a different way and use, younger prospects from the college game. But we've seen the success it can have. I mean, people love the World Baseball Classic. You get to see Shohei Ohtani throw against Mike Trout for separate countries. So there's definitely excitement there that people would like to see it. It's just how would they, move it around in what is usually the baseball calendar for Major League Baseball.
Yeah, for sure. It logistically would cause a little more issues. But I think we've also seen in some of these events that people really do want to play for their countries. And so you never know, especially I think if it's in the US, it would create some interesting opportunities. But I know Alabama fans would love to see Montana Fouts in the Olympics. There's no doubt about that. Last year at the World Games, she got the biggest cheers by far, even though she was mainly reserved in that event.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Montana Fouts is going to be around USA softball in whatever capacity it is for the next 10 years, probably just because of the pitcher and player she is. So for Katie Wyndham, I'm Austin Hannon. This has been Bama Central's Just a Minute. Thank you for watching.